So what went wrong with the Kilroy Free Speech Conference? I know many of you are going, what the fuck? What is the Kilroy Free Speech Conference? Who the fuck is that person? And why is she arrogant? Well, let's begin with the Kilroy Free Speech Conference. Around VidCon, a bunch of YouTubers got together. Pretty much at VidCon, a bunch of YouTubers got together. And they said, we should do a fucking free speech thing. And we can all get together again. And we do talks, and it'll be fun. And we'll just talk about shit. And everybody was like, yeah, it's a fucking great idea. And a couple of people who had the wherewithal to fucking go out and kind of set this sort of thing up started to set it up. Bunch of people were invited. It was a whole bunch of different people, too. A whole range of different ideologies were going to be represented. And it was pretty cool. As time went on, things happened. Base Mama, who was the lady in that picture, she was one of the organizers. And she was in charge of kind of like everything except promotion. Bigger YouTubers were doing promotion, and she was doing all of the contracts and event setting up and all of that kind of stuff, right? All legal stuff and whatnot. And she got an idea to come up with some contracts that involved non-disclosure and non-compete, right? Non-disclosure means that you are contractually bound to not discuss openly anything going on with fucking whatever the contract states, right? Pretty much. For you people that nitpick, merb, shit, whatever. You'll put the goddamn definition in the comments and everybody will know. So, there's that, right? You can't talk about shit that's going on. And they said the reason they wanted to do that was to protect some apostate Muslims, ex-Muslims, that were going to be speaking there. But, like, they're going to be speaking at a public event. So, hard to keep anonymity if you're speaking at a public event. So, the reasoning kind of fell flat. A lot of people were kind of upset about that because they're like, it's very broad and it's very unnecessary. So why are we doing this? And the non-compete was apparently they couldn't do any sort of talk or appearance or anything like that, get together or whatever, within 100 miles or whatever of Phoenix, Arizona. And a couple of people that do a lot of travels and a lot of talks and stuff like that. A lot of people that had large fan bases that wanted to do, you know, hangouts and stuff like that, get-togethers and meet and greets and so on. They were like in the process of setting that kind of shit up for their fans, and then they get this, you can't do that, and not only can you not do that, but you can't do that shit for 3 years. So they were kind of like, alright, what the fuck? And there, I don't think they stuck to their guns really on that. I think that got rolled back. I think both contracts wound up ultimately getting rolled back. So, but a lot of people that pulled out are like, no, for the principle of the thing, I said I'm not doing it, no, I'm not doing it. A lot of people are still going though. So I don't really think the whole thing itself is folded. But, I don't know. A lot of people are pulling out. And another issue that I think was very interesting was at the Free Speech Conference, there were certain things you weren't allowed to talk about. There were certain things that just couldn't be set up. You had to pick from a list of stuff to talk about. And some of the things that weren't allowed to be talked about were on the list of things you could talk about. But different, kind of leaning a certain way. It was very odd. It was very, very, very odd. The free speech conference, you couldn't go, alright, I'm going to talk about this. And they go, free speech? It's that, you know what I mean? Like, well, that seems to be, to me, more the way it would go. I don't know. Whatever. And there was a lot of kind of my way or the highway type stuff, I guess. Arrogance. Yes, that's right. Arrogance. To have a free speech conference and say there are certain things that we don't want you to talk about. To even be so goofy as to think that that would fly. That's arrogance. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to say anything with it. It's just, you know, fucking YouTubers, man. Like, no matter what, like, and also Base Mama was part of the whole Kraut and Tea super secret, you know, fucking the horribly disjointed video as my cold was setting in, which is, I'm full cold now. Oh my god, work was just abysmal today. I'm so glad that I have a week off to just be sick for the whole fucking week. But I digress. I guess she was part of the whole fucking super secret Kraut and Tea Discord server. So that stirred up a lot of controversy too. A lot of people pulled out because of that kind of shit. People are hitting this fucking thing hard, man, and they're giving them a lot of ammunition. And it just kind of goes back to fucking YouTubers. I don't know. You have to really pick and choose what you do, what you're doing. It goes back to the whole trust issue. Do you have to trust your commentator? Yeah, I really think you do. The more I see everything that's kind of going on, I'm like, oh, God, what the fuck is going on? It's getting weird. The whole thing. I don't know. But I just don't feel comfortable putting my thing I'm doing here in somebody else's hands. Yeah. I don't like the idea of that. I like where I'm at right now. I think I've got a good foothold. You know, 2,600 subscribers, that's pretty goddamn good. I can, you know, if that's all I ever get, man, I wouldn't mind that. I'm fine with that. You know, and I'll do my thing my way. I like the idea of doing it my way. Because, despite what people might think, I am extremely unique in the way that I would like to do things on this platform and with people. But I need the opportunity to show that. So, and you never know what's going to happen. Like, I got pretty deep into the Joy stuff. Not even really, like, me, myself, personally. I didn't really get all that deep into the Joy stuff. Most of the time I wasn't really talking about Joy in the Joy videos. Usually I was talking about Metheon. Whatever, you know. And I got pretty big up in the conversation that other people were having with other people. So, you never know what could have happened with that. I could have been invited on a stream where I could have just, you know, won people over with my personality. The way that I won you guys over with personality. I just got to find that next thing. And I'm fine with doing that, man. If I would have got in with the whole, if I was doing this when the whole Gamergate thing hit, who knows? And the funny thing is, I was kind of doing this when the whole Gamergate thing, I was just doing a different thing. But yeah, I missed a lot of opportunities. There will be more opportunities. Shit, the Mel Gibson tapes would have been fucking sweet. I would have listened to every bit of every one of them and talked about it. Because, god damn, there was some interesting shit. If you really break it down, some interesting shit in there. And that would have been cool. but I missed it. You know, I came in on the election. And it's not a great place to start. But now I got a foothold. Do things your own way. Be you. Do what you want to do. And I don't like the idea of putting my fucking channel in somebody else's hands. I deal with a contract. And I was given the contract. And I read the one. And I was like, perfectly fine with it. I have no fucking problems with it. And I read the second one. And I was like, well, I'll sign it. But only if you strike this line, this paragraph, and this section. And to this person's credit, they were like, yeah, reading that and hearing your argument about it, I can see your point, and I'll say that you don't have to sign that as long as you're willing to sign the one, because the one is, I feel, crucially important. And I was like, I understand why you feel it's crucially important. That's why I had no problem with it. You know, so it was that kind of thing. And I think you should be able to do that. But base mama, arrogance. And when confronted with that, you know, situation, she said, fuck, you'll sign it or you won't fucking do it. And had the person that I was working with said, you'll sign it or we won't do this, I would have said, well, I have to respectfully withdraw from this relationship then, because I can't sign that. And I'm willing to take that hit, you know. I stopped doing Joy stuff because I didn't like where it was going. I didn't like what was happening in the comments. I didn't like some of the people that were getting in, and they were just, I don't know. I didn't like the people that were gravitating towards me. I didn't think they got really what I was doing, you know. So I had to shed those people, and it stalled my channel. And I knew it was gonna. And I did it on purpose because I didn't like what was happening. I didn't like the group of people that were coming around, so I got rid of them. And I will do that because I want to keep you guys who watch, and you guys who get it, and you understand what's going on, and you're okay with my quirks and my little fucking idiosyncrasies, whatever, that shit. You know, those of you who like me for me, that you're in the cult of personality here. You know, you don't care what I'm talking about. You just want to hear me talk about it because you think whatever I'm going to say is going to be intriguing or interesting, thought-provoking. And I've got people on both sides, man. I got people that disagree with me on shit, man. And it's funny because every time I make a video about something, fucking, I know who's going to comment right off the bat. I'm like, this dude's going to say something. This dude's going to say something. Some of you guys, I know what you're going to say. It's funny. I'm trap you. And yes, I do actively try and trap you guys. I do say certain things just to see who's going to fucking call me on it. So I can be like, come on, really? Like, yeah. Because you guys are smarter than that. I know you're smarter than that. You can form a better argument than some of the things you guys say. I know you're better than that. I want to push you, challenge you, have you challenge me. Those are the people I want. And I love every one of you that watch. I love all of you that disagree with me. I love all of you that give me that positive affirmation. Makes me feel good. Makes me smile. You know? It's great. I like doing exactly what I'm doing. And I will fail or succeed based solely on that. It's what I want to do. If you don't like what I do, fine. I'm fine with that. You don't have to watch. But if you like what I do, cool. Then we'll have a good time, I hope. And sooner or later I'm going to say something that's going to piss you off, and then the show will get real interesting. And we'll see what happens from there. I don't know. But I'm not going to pander. I could still be doing 2 Joy videos a week. Like everybody thought I was doing. And no. And I'd probably have fucking 100,000 subscribers now. And I would have surrounded myself with people who are into beating the shit out of that dead horse. Yeah. Can't do it. I can't, no. I could have done an Easy on videos every day too. And skyrocketed. And then said, hey folks, really I want to do this. And then changed my content utterly. And lost everything. What? No. I gotta do it my way. It has to be done my way. It has to. It has to. Because I don't dare do something different. Because it's trust. It's everything. If you don't believe that what I'm saying is something that I believe, what the fuck am I doing here? How am I going to defend that? Well, am I just playing devil's advocate here? Is that what we're doing? No, come on. No. You know, I could fucking be transgender tomorrow. Fucking... I don't want to do that, man. Every once in a while I want to send you the odd rant. Just see how you react to it. Every once in a while I want to throw out some crazy random thought in my head where I go, you know, this is true. This is the way I feel. And I know a lot of you aren't going to like it. I know who my audience is. I know where all you've all come from. I've been here the whole time. So, yeah, man, I know what's going to trip your triggers. But I'm not going to lie to you. I need to trip your triggers sometime. See how you're going to react. See if you're going to stay consistent. You guys test me on my consistency all the time. I get it all the time. You said this, and now you're saying this. How the fuck is this and this the thing that you believe? Because of this? And a lot of times I'm not believed, I disbelieve. It's always great, because it makes me laugh so hard. The best one. You D&D geeks, you'll get this shit. Fucking, there was a rule in D&D. I don't know if it was a house rule or fucking what. It sounded like a house rule to me, because it sounded fucking ridiculous. But, I guess it's something that fucking applies. It does make a lot of sense. It sounds like a good rule, but it just seems crazy to me. Dude, you could conjure illusions, right? That would decimate fucking whole villages, right? Because people believed it was real. And all you had to do was have one person go, I don't believe that. And then, poof, the illusion is just gone. And so, it makes me laugh when I say these things, and then people go, you're not saying this because of that. You're saying it because of this. Are you just disbelieving me? What? I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, where I'm going, man. I hate being sick. I can't keep a coherent thought in my head. Fucking, somebody was messaging me today, and they're asking me questions about pragmatism, and I'm like, my head is stuffed full of cotton. I can't even think right now. I'm sitting there trying to form a cognitive response, and I'm like, fuck it, I can't even think right now. So, fuck, I don't know why I'm making these videos. I should just be like, I'm sick, I'm playing video games. Just play video games. That was my original plan. I'm sick, I'm just gonna play video games. But yeah, I did the whole Kilroy stuff in the first part. You guys fucking... people that are still watching at this point, you're the fucking animals that love this shit. And I love you animals. Fucking... yeah. You're the ones that know sooner or later I go off the rails. Whatever. But yeah, Kilroy. Yeah. I don't know, man. When you attach yourself to something like that, you're hoping that the person who's, you know, setting the whole thing up is above board. And you can't retain your above boardness when you're getting in super secret discords. Even if they are just innocent things. Because somebody's going to twist it into fucking insanity. It's the way it works. No matter what you say, it's twisted into insanity. Whatever. But, yeah. I don't know. Fuck me, man. Like, I want to do things with people, but at the same time, I'm so terrified to do something with somebody. And then find out, oh shit, they're an asshole. And I didn't know they were an asshole. God damn it. Fuck. And all the people that I would really want to work with fucking wouldn't give a good goddamn about working with me, because so, I'm slogging the long road. But we will grow together as a community of people. And, you know, it'll be cool. I think it'll be cool. I'm forming the core group right now. The 300 of you that watch everything. Yeah. And that's what I tell myself. It's what gets me out of bed every day. No, seriously, man. I'm happy with what everything's going on right now. I'm very happy. I'm actually very content. I got a good job. Getting changed shifts. That's going to be sweet. Going to second shift, hopefully, soon. Hopefully getting into a new department that I will not fucking hate so much. That'd be cool. And, fuck, man, everything's going good.